Come with me on a trip into angling adventure. We'll ride the ragged edge where the fish are big and wild. From the fabled Walker's Cay, we'll travel to the ends of the earth, to the loneliest oceans and the farthest rivers in search of the best light tackle action. We'll pit the smallest lures and the lightest rods against the toughest fish, and we'll burn the stories into the memory of film on the Walker's Cay Chronicles. September is on the wing across the Great West. It blows hot and cold over the benches and valley floors, some of them larger than many eastern counties, mixing the last of summer with the first of fall. Grain crops burst golden against the curtain of green forests. Past and present dance magically together. In this brief seasonal divide, a sportsman's thoughts are also mixed. Flighted sharptail compete in the mind's eye with big feeding trout. It is a duality that is much appreciated here in southwestern Montana, where the land between the mountains is veined with the richest system of trout rivers in the lower 48. The Ruby, the Jefferson, the Madison, the Gallatin, the Beaverhead, and the Big Hole, all major dreamscapes in our angling streams of consciousness. I'm here, drifting one of those streams with the chief custodian of America's trout fishing, a keeper of the keys, Dave Whitlock. Last night was cool, but now as the morning light bathes the canyon walls, a breath of summer lingers in the air, warming Mike's back and causing Dave, always the scientist, to be curious not only about what lives in and on the water, but on the land as well. He knows better than most why and how the two are connected, and perhaps most important, he applies his observer's knowledge to his fishing in the form of a fly tying alchemy that is almost spooky.
That's a great big grin on your face.
Look what I got. I'll show you something here. See how red those legs are?
I didn't realize that some of them had red legs and some didn't.
Some of them have either blue or kind of a tan or gold.
You think that trout can really tell the difference in the color of the legs of a grasshopper when they strike?
I don't think there's any question about it. It's such a big animate insect, and the color of the legs and the body and everything, I think they see it really vividly, whether it's just a little bit of insect. Okay, just hang on to that one with the red legs there, and I'll show you what we got here. There's a whole box.
A nest of poppers.
Yeah. I started tying these in the late 50s, and it's been one of the best flies I've ever tied, you know. It's caught a lot of wonderful fish for me and everybody else, and I guess it's probably the most popular grasshopper pattern in the world, you know.
Well,
I've caught them in Chile and Argentina with them, and you know, when fish eat them, they strike them, it's so much more fun. You just that sip and tip, and they gobble those things down. It's just like a big old bass.
So at this point, your name has become synonymous around the world with grasshoppers.
I'm the hopper man.
Yes, sir. His investigation done and his dissertation delivered, Dave proceeded to show me how to make a hopper do its dance in and around some rocks.
In a run like this flip, where there's not a lot of grass along the bank, those boulders out there are probably the best opportunity to get a fish. And usually right in front of a boulder, there's kind of a dead spot in the water, and the fish would rather lay there and feed than in the dead spot behind the boulder, because there's some eddy there, and the fly jerks around and the fish does too. So there's a good chance if you're going to get a fish, I usually lay it to the side of the boulder like that and let it come by there. And if it doesn't get it there, then I'll just put it up and put it right there in front and let it come right down through there. And if I don't get one there, then I just try to put it up about 5 or 6 feet above the boulder and let it come right there's that dead spot right there.
Oh, he's got it, he's got it.
Wait, all right. Opportunity.
Is that a brown trout
No,
jumping?
I think that's a rainbow running. Oh.
Well, Dave, that was a real lesson in fishing around rocks. I mean it.
Well, thank you.
That was really neat.
Oh, there's the guide after me. Hey, Mike. You notice also on the top of the dorsal fin, he's got a really pretty orange tip. So I think that's really neat.
Okay.
Okay, let's
All
let
right.
him go. Turn him loose.
Yeah, he ought to go good with that much rest.
There he
Bye,
goes.
guy. Come back and see us again. Okay, let's go dip, man.
Thus began one of the most fantastic days of my fishing life. No day of fishing anywhere in the world had ever been better.
Just like you showed me, Dave.
Sitting on the deck of the Five Rivers Lodge with Montana's majestic mountains in the background, I thought how lucky I was. Then I realized that you too can come to this amazing spot and enjoy world-class trout fishing, gourmet food, and spectacular scenery, unlike any I'd ever seen. Five Rivers Lodge, open year-round in Dillon, Montana.